Good morning to all students. So today we will discuss about pancreas part 2. Endocrine pancreas का second part हम पढ़ेंगे आज. In the last lecture we have discussed about the insulin and the endocrine pancreas, exocrine pancreas and different types of the cells, that is the alpha cells, beta cells, delta cells and the TP cells or the F cells. अब आज हम बात करेंगे beta cells पे. Our lecture will be on the beta cells. But before that, in today's lecture, we will be discussing about the blood supply pattern in the islet of Langerhans. Part 2, continuation of the last lecture, blood supply pattern in the islet of the Langerhans. Now this topic is very important. Start करने से पहले ही मैं बता दूं, PPT के अंदर बहुत कंटेंट नहीं है. You have to focus on what I am saying. So please focus on this because it is a very important lecture. You have to understand what is the pattern of the blood supply in the islet of Langerhans. So let's begin. Basically, like other tissues in the body, islet of Langerhans also receive the blood. Like obviously, like other tissues in the body, जैसे बाकी tissues होते हैं body में, islet of Langerhans also receive the blood. So arterioles bring the blood into the islet of Langerhans, and these arterioles break down into capillaries, that is fascinated capillaries, and these capillaries drain into venules, and these venules move away from the islet of Langerhans. सो बेसिकली क्या होता है, हमने कल वाले लेक्चर में एक डायग्राम ड्रॉ किया था आइलेट ऑफ लैंगरहंस का. हमने आइलेट ऑफ लैंगरहंस को एनलार्ज उसमें देखा था. हमने कहा था आइलेट ऑफ लैंगरहंस दे आर द माइक्रोस्कोपिक स्मॉल क्लस्टर ऑफ द सेल्स, लेकिन हमने उसको डायग्राम के अंदर एनलार्ज करके पढ़ा था, जिसमें हमने देखा था कि बीटा सेल्स बीच में है, अल्फा सेल्स उसके अराउंड हैं, डेल्टा सेल्स स्कैटर्ड हैं एंड एफएफ सेल्स, पीपी सेल्स भी स्कैटर्ड हैं. उसी डायग्राम को अगर हम रिकॉल करते हैं, आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू प्लीज रेफर टू दैट डायग्राम ऑल्सो. सो अगर हम उसमें देखते हैं कि उसमें ब्लड सप्लाई कैसा होगा, हमें उसमें देखना है उस आइलेट ऑफ लैंगरहंस का ब्लड सप्लाई कैसा होगा. सो आर्टीरियल्स लाएंगे ब्लड को इनटू द आइलेट ऑफ लैंगरहंस. सो आर्टीरियल्स ब्रिंग द ब्लड इनटू द आइलेट ऑफ लैंगरहंस. देन दीज आर्टीरियल्स ब्रेक डाउन इनटू कैपिलरीज. कौन सी कैपिलरीज? फेनेस्ट्रेटेड कैपिलरीज. एंड these fenestrated capillaries they drain into the venules, and then these venules move away from the islet of the Langerhans. So we can say that islet of Langerhans is receiving blood from the arterioles or through the arterioles. So arterioles bring blood in islet of Langerhans. They break in capillaries. Capillaries venues में drain होती है and venues move away from the islet of Langerhans. So हम कह सकते हैं that islet of Langerhans is receiving blood from the arterioles. Islet of Langerhans कहाँ से blood receive कर रहा है? Through the arterioles. लेकिन question ये आता है, what is the blood flow pattern in this system? Blood flow pattern कहाँ पे है, कैसा है in the islet of Langerhans? So what do you think? Arterioles are basically give blood initially in the center, or they give blood in the periphery first? So question is, where it gives blood first, in the center or in the periphery? So let's refer to the diagram, this figure. कुछ याद आया? हमने कल भी इसी फिगर को बनाया था. अब हम इसी फिगर में ब्लड सप्लाई देख रहे हैं. So let's suppose this is an arteriole. Let's suppose this is an arteriole. सो अब बेसिकली क्वेश्चन ये है कि सेंटर में देगा या पेरिफेरी में देगा ब्लड पहले. ओके, सो लेट्स yes, so refer to this diagram only. So even arterioles are affected by the beauty of the beta cells or the beautiful ladies. They are attracted by the beautiful ladies. So arterioles directly enter into the center. So let's suppose this is the arteriole, and this arteriole is bringing blood to the islet of Langerhans. You can see the arrows. This arteriole is bringing blood into the center, into the islet of the Langerhans. This arteriole is bringing blood to the islet of Langerhans. You can see these arrows. So this blood will go directly into the center of the islet of Langerhans. Arteriole blood ला रहा है islet of Langerhans में, और ये blood enter कर रहा है directly center में. ये arrows दिख रहे हैं हमको, ये वाले. Now actually arteriole will break into small capillaries. कौन सी capillaries? Fenestrated capillaries. So from this arteriole, the capillaries will move in all directions. ये arrows दिख रहे हैं हमको, they move in all directions, and these fenestrated capillaries will go to the periphery, and then they will collect in the venules, and there periphery की तरफ जा रहे हैं. capillaries कहाँ जा रही है? They are moving in all directions and they are going towards the periphery. arrows दिख रहे हैं, periphery की तरफ जा रहे हैं, और वहां जाके the blood will collect in the venues. venues दिख रहे हैं हमें यहाँ पे, So blood यहाँ पे collect हो जाएगा. So we can say, so let's draw another diagram because this diagram is literally messed up. So let's draw another diagram. So blood supply pattern in islet of Langerhans. इस diagram से हम पढ़ेंगे. In the very center there is a arteriole. From the arteriole, blood is going out through the fenestrated capillaries. So in the very center there is an arteriole. Then from the arteriole, blood is going through the fenestrated capillaries. And then eventually blood collects in the venules. Here is the venules. So eventually blood collects in these venules. So what it means, blood flow pattern in islet of Langerhans is from central to periphery. So blood flow pattern is central to periphery. This structure is the islet of Langerhans. The blood flow is from central to periphery. Now you must be thinking कि प्रांजलि हमको क्यों सिखा रही है, ब्लड सप्लाई का रोल क्या है, ब्लड सप्लाई पैटर्न का हमें क्यों समझना है, व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ ब्लड सप्लाई पैटर्न इन islet of Langerhans. हमारे एग्जाम में आएगा भी नहीं क्वेश्चन. बट why it is important, अब मैं समझाती हूँ कि why it is important to understand the blood flow pattern. So as we are saying, blood flow supply is central to periphery. Arteriole center में है, वो periphery की तरफ move कर रहा है. That is, blood is moving from central to periphery. So in the last lecture we have discussed about the beta cells कि beta cells middle में होते हैं. हम डायग्राम की तरफ फिर से जाते हैं. इस डायग्राम हमने बात की थी कि बीटा सेल्स कहाँ पे होते हैं, ये बीच में होते हैं. So whatever these beautiful ladies are releasing, I'm sorry, whatever these beta cells are releasing, क्योंकि beautiful ladies हैं, so whatever they are releasing, the alpha males will be exposed to that. So whatever these beta cells or beautiful ladies or beta cells are releasing, the alpha males or the alpha cells will be exposed to that. क्योंकि blood supply कैसा है, central to periphery, और beta cells कहाँ पे हैं, center में. So whatever these beta cells are releasing, the alpha males will get exposed to that. For example, beta cells are releasing insulin. The insulin will enter into the capillaries. So beta cells are releasing insulin. So insulin will enter into these capillaries. Beta cells बीच में है, release किया insulin. तो insulin कहाँ जाएगा, in capillaries में. So insulin will enter into these capillaries. So basically insulin which is produced by the central beta cell, this insulin will enter into the fenestrated capillaries, and as blood is moving outward, अब डायग्राम की तरफ जाते हैं फिर से. And as blood is moving outward from central to periphery, so high concentration of insulin is moving from in to out, and an outer cell, so especially alpha cells, will be exposed to the high amount of the insulin. And when this insulin is going out to general circulation, on the way when this insulin is passing towards the cells, it will suppress the alpha cells to release the glucagon. Are you understanding? Yeah. So in a way we can say this beta cell release the insulin, and while insulin is moving from central to periphery, on the way alpha cells are exposed to the insulin, and this insulin suppresses the glucagon secretion by the alpha cells. So what does it mean? What is it? One group of cells are producing the product, that is alpha cell, beta cells. What does it mean? One group of cells are producing the product which influences the activity of the cells nearby, that is alpha cells की activity को influence कर रहे हैं, and this is called as paracrine regulation. So till now we have discussed about the blood supply pattern of the islet of Langerhans. So in this lecture we have discussed about the blood supply pattern in the islet of Langerhans. So in the next lecture we will discuss about the insulin, how it is synthesized and stored and released. In detail we will discuss about the insulin synthesis, storage and release in the next lecture. Thank you.